What's up? What's up, everybody? Big Cheds coming to you live here. Wednesday, what are we, September 5th, 2018. Want to give you guys a quick update on Bitcoin. We had a little bit of interesting price movement last night. Just want to remind everyone you can find me on Twitter. I am at Big Cheds. You can find my good buddy on Twitter. He's at Big Jonas. Not with us today. He'll join us another time soon. He does a lot of one-on-one mentoring. Please feel free to go ahead and check that out. And of course, I'm one of 6 teachers at Bitcoin Live, the best-in-class educational platform for crypto. We'll talk more about that later, but that's something I'm really proud about. So what's going on here, my friends? Just wanted to give a shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see a bunch of you there. You know, I love doing this for you. I'm not an advisor. I'm just somebody who likes crypto. I love charts, and I enjoy talking about them. And I often will say that I do not know everything, but what I do know, I will gladly teach you. And you know, that's what I believe. So what's going on with Bitcoin? Last few shows, I did a show for Bitcoin Live last night, a public show. I also did my own update here on YouTube. Talked about this key level here, September 2nd high, 74.29. This was a shooting star candle, and essentially the high of that candle was not tested or broken. So we had essentially 3 tests. One here, 73.69 came close, 74.15 on the 4th yesterday came close, and today, you know, late over the night, 74.04. What happened? Oh, the price pulled back. The price, you know, several times rejected, and it pulled back. And what was interesting about this, I think Crypto Yoda on Twitter had noted, like I did, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up Litecoin. Now, noted like I did that Litecoin had broken its resistance, which was 67.90. So it broke its September 1, September 2 resistance. And Bitcoin hadn't broken it yet, you know, in the same period. But Bitcoin hadn't broken its high. So I was thinking, okay, you know, maybe Litecoin is a leading indicator here. I'm looking at all these volume candles. There's not a lot of selling. In my last update, I said there's not a lot of selling here. But one of 2 things is going to happen. Either this green line, this EMA 8, is going to give away a support, or this resistance is going to give away. And it's going to have to decide soon. And it looks like it did. And the bears made quite a statement. Bulls right now are rejecting lower prices at the EMA 34. EMA 34 is your support to watch right now. It is this yellow line just below the middle Bollinger, the MA 20. So that's kind of a recap of what we've been looking at, what we've been talking about with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is just kind of chilling on that EMA 34. That's what I'm going to be watching. So let's keep an eye on that. I'm going to jump right in and do these altcoin requests. I know that's what you guys are here for. Anybody can talk about Bitcoin. Oh, echo, huh? Why is there an echo? Are you guys still hearing the echo? Let me just check. I do apologize. If there is an echo, can you confirm? If there is an echo, there should not be. I hope there's no echo. Anyway. Let's get these altcoin requests done. Oh, good. Sorry, no echo. This guy goes, he was running it in 2 windows and he had an echo. I thought it was me. Sorry, guys. That's funny. Let's take a look at BAT, the first request today from Matt. Basic attention token. Unfortunately, we have a bear break overnight where we lost our key support. I had this as an alert on Bitcoin Live. I liked the setup and it hit a stop loss. We broke our support 30.50. What happens next? I don't know. But we have a couple clear support levels to watch. Let's just slide these down now. We're going to watch that level. We're going to watch that level. The candle close from August 14th and the candle low from August 14th. We'll go ahead and watch those 2 levels. We'll leave this level we just broke up. We'll leave that up because that's now our pretty big resistance. Normally when you break an important support, it will become an important resistance. Let's keep an eye on that bearish short term for BAT. Aristide David is asking for EOS. Let's get EOS going here for you. EOS recent bear break. I'm going to remove all my old lines. We have a pending 834 bear EMA cross. The green line is now crossing the middle Bollinger, the MA20, but it's approaching crossing the other exponential moving average that I use, the 34. So if you look back here, if you look back on August 29th, we did already have an 834 EMA cross. That resulted in a little bit of some nice bullish follow through, and this tweezer top, September 1st, tweezer top has been holding true. A little bit of a double top here in the OBV. So right now, what are we doing? We've lost support. We have a bear cross coming. I would expect this to start testing the 7,300 level. We're at 82 right now. I think it's very reasonable to test anywhere from what is this, 78 to 7350. But I think we see this is an area of logical support. Bulls maybe can rally, but it makes much more sense to test to very shortly test the 7,800 and lower area corresponding with the lower Bollinger Band. Let's move right along. NANO for David Schmoke. NANO, N-A-N-O. I believe this one is used to be XRB. Rail blocks. We see in the 12-hour chart here, we do see the Bollinger Band starting to pinch. We are oversold stochastics RSI, but bulls haven't stepped up yet. We're at a point where you would expect bulls to show up, and they haven't shown up yet. We have our exponential moving average support, the EMA 34 we're testing. We have the lower Bollinger Band. This is a confluence of support. We should see support here. If we fail, we do have a very logical level to look for a bounce, which would be in the 3,200 area, 3,300 area. The peak from August 17th and roughly the lows of August 25th. At that point, you'd be below the Bollinger Band. Let's keep an eye on that. Bulls really need to rally here, and it's a logical spot for a short-term bounce on NANO. Eric Ching is requesting TRX. Well, TRX is testing an important support level. I had it marked from earlier, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold it. I'm going to remove all these old lines. TRX, we're seeing some nice sell volume. If you're a bear, we have our EMA 34 bear cross. After the bull cross, we head here. RSI still can definitely go lower. On-balance volume is pretty strong, which is a really good sign. So I would be looking for a bounce at these levels next. I would be watching this 301 level. I think it's very likely this price will be tested and bounce short term. You could probably play it like 300 to 330, which would be a nice 10% move. Let's take a look at ZRX for Tyler Wheely. Now, ZRX, I put out a tweet. We are still holding, luckily, for the bulls. For now, we're still holding this very important support area. Why is it important? This is an area of support back in June. Very important area back in June. And when the price fell in middle to early August, it was support. And when the price fell again in later August, it was support. So we're testing a really important area. You want to see bulls maintain a close above this basis. So we had a tiny break of it. And when bulls rejected lower prices, you had a little bit of a spring. Not too much follow through on that spring. But really, bulls need to make a stand right here for ZRX. Let's take a look at XLM for the journey. XLM, Stellar Lumens. I know it's been weak. Why do I have this level marked? This level marked. This is the low from August 8th. On balance volume is flat. At least it's not going any lower. A little bit of bullish divergence here on the on balance volume. We have a series of inverted hammers, my friends. We have 1, 2, 3 inverted hammers in this sequence. A little bit of bullish divergence. I would say XLM is definitely one to keep an eye on for reversal. I actually kind of like this. we'll have, just because look at this logical support area we're working with, late June area. So I would keep an eye on this. I like the candlestick signals. There's no real movement yet on the exponential moving averages, but let's circle back to this one next show. Let's take a look at NEO for row heat. Row heat. You're welcome, Eric Ching says thank you. Let's take a look at NEO for row heat. So what's NEO doing? NEO had been making a nice move. It had a little sell-off along with everything else. And we're looking for support. We're still maintaining our uptrend. We still have a strong on-balance volume. I think it's logical for the price to pull back and to test this area right at around 3,000 Satoshi or 3007 here, which is the prior highs from the August 28th through August 29th consolidation. Eventually, it was rejected there, came back and broke it. It served as support. It bounced. Now it's likely to be tested again. If it is, it probably will hold in the short run. So NEO looks pretty good, actually, in the short term. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's do one or two more. Let's do PO for 13 something something. 13 CRO Crotic. 13 Crotic. PO. Let's take a look at PO. We have a long-legged doji, but this candle's still pretty new. So, I mean, you're still holding higher lows on the close, I believe. So the candle closed from August 30th, low 142. What's this low? 140. I mean, you just broke it. You really don't have higher lows, but you're maintaining this important area. I could forgive 2 Satoshis lower. If this candle can kind of hang in there, and you have that nice long lower wick, so this might be something to keep an eye on as well. If you like to play just a little short-term momentum, I would keep an eye on that. But I think it's logical to see this potentially bounce back to maybe the middle Bollinger at least. Let's do one more. I've done most of these you're asking for. Let's do ETH for MBS. So we've talked a lot about Bitcoin. ETH had a pretty clear resistance level as well. So let me just move this right there. Let's go daily on ETH. So why is this important? Why is that an important level? So the lows, August 11th low, the August 15th high, August 20th high, roughly the 22nd high. That was a level, a very important level. It really couldn't be broken. We had a brief break, only one candle, pulled below it, rejected here. So we had a clear level we were watching, just like Bitcoin. And similarly, it was rejected and pulled back. I think it looks a little bit weaker than Bitcoin. Let me just zoom over here in the daily. Yeah, Bitcoin looks a lot stronger in the daily chart. We still have, we're still trading above the middle Bollinger and the EMA 34. We still have higher lows. So we have a lot of time left in this day to put in a nice lower wick. Bulls can still salvage today, is what I would have to say on Bitcoin. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I really enjoyed doing this show for you. I want to remind you that you can find me on Twitter. I am at Big Cheds. You find my good buddy on Twitter. His name is Big Jonas. Some people call him Big Jonas, and that could be forgiven. He does a one-on-one mentoring. I encourage you to check it out. I am one of 6 teachers and analysts at Bitcoin Live. It's the best-in-class educational platform for crypto. We put out a lot of unique learning material and timely alerts. If you want to find out more information, there are webinars available for each of us on YouTube. And recently we have added a monthly and a quarterly option if you want to check it out before committing for a year, which is definitely the best option. And with that, I just want to thank you guys for joining me. I promise to do my best to give you an update again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and use your stop losses, guys. Thanks.